Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is the King Coda, and welcome to another video. Kind of in the vein of my last video, this is something that I see a lot of people misunderstanding in regards to Zhongli that is affecting, I think, more of the game than just Zhongli. This has to do with talents and reading a little bit too far into what a talent scaling means for builds. If you wind up finding this video at all useful or you agree, let me know in the comments section down below. And let's get right into it. So I don't have Zhongli yet. Very close though. Maybe we'll pull him on my next stream, twitch.tv/thekingcoda. Anyways, I think Xinyan here is an excellent also example for a character that, yes, they have a stat that builds off of a certain substat, but that doesn't mean you have to go heavy into that substat to use them. This is something that I don't think a lot of people understand, and I think in regards to Zhongli, for instance, he has a specific talent that will allow his HP to increase the damage of his ult by 33%. So the higher you spec into HP, the higher that 33% increase into his ult. I think people might be misinterpreting that to mean, hey, let's build HP on Zhongli, and then they use him outside of his ult, and it's like, oh, what is this? Why am I doing no damage? Well, it's because you built HP on everything. Xinyan here is an excellent, I think, other example. Everyone is talking about how you spec defense on her, which, yes, you do. Her shield builds off of defense. The amount of damage you intake scales with your defense. At the same time, her constellation, rockin' in a flaming world, decrease the stamina consumption of Xinyan's charge attacks by 30%. Additionally, Xinyan's charge attacks gain attack bonus equal to 50% of her defense. So people are seeing that, and they're like, okay, defense build Xinyan. Which I agree with to an extent. Yes, whenever a character has a scaling on them, you want to feed into that scaling. But at the same time, like, let's think about that. Because what does Xinyan also scale? Physical damage. Now, what are you going to be getting more out of her? Are you going to be hitting people more with her? Or is your shield going to get hit more? That's something that, in regards to Xinyan, it's kind of a give and take. You could use her as a support, build more defense into her, swap into, say, Razor, and give bonus to your physical damage. You want to use Xinyan as a main character, which I'm thinking about setting her up for at my stream, twitch.tv/thekingcoda. Just because I've been playing with Beto pretty much since I got her. I love Beto, but I want to like mix things up a little bit. I got a build idea for Xinyan that's not going to be building a lot of defense on her, because I'm not really too caring about her shield strength, because I'm only going to get hit maybe once, and as I'm about to explain, even then that's not going to matter with how her shield works. Also, her C6 only increases your charged attack bonus by 50% to your defense. Other characters, it's flat attack increase with scaling, which we'll be talking about. But with her, it's just charge attack, and who cares about that? So I'm thinking I'm going to keep her with the wipe line, and I'm going to build her for mostly physical pyro damage as her kit, and not really care too much about defense. Defense can be in the substats of my roles, because her shield, it also increases the level, which increases your physical damage output according to the number of characters you hit, not necessarily the number of characters that hit you. Like, so with her level 20 skill, hitting 2 characters will get you to the max shield level 3, which also increases the strength of the shield outside of needing the defense increase. Personally, I think Jin Yan should not be scaled with defense. Maybe the White Blind, but to be fair, the only reason why I'm putting the White Blind on her is because I don't have the Pro-type Animus. Otherwise, I'd be rocking Pro-type Animus and physical damage building skills. I think that she scales much higher with physical damage output than she would with defense, and I think it's better for her. But if you're going to rock her with Razor, then you could go, of course, a more defense route. Now, with other characters, it's not quite so cut and dry. Noelle, she scales defense, but also she converts her defense into her attack at her final constellation. Increase Noelle's attack additionally by 50% of her defense. So, with her, scaling more into defense in your artifacts is much better if you have her at C6. If you don't have her at C6, scaling into geo damage, attack, crit rate, that kind of stuff probably gets you better mileage out of her outside of it. Characters like Barbara. Barbara is a healer, and every part of her kit, you want to get the most healing you potentially can out of her, which is scaled with her HP. So here, when you're fully looking at it, you're understanding that everything except for her own damage output is HP. Her E ability is her HP. Her Q ability is her HP. You build HP on her then. You're never going to use her as a main attacker. You could. There are some mad lads that have, but let's face it, you're never going to do that. You're going to use her as your main healer, which is fine unless you're in Spiral Abyss. So scale her HP. But with other characters like Zhongli was where I noticed this. People were worried about scaling up his HP to deal with his shield strength as well as his Q's damage by 33%. But they're losing out, I feel, on a lot of damage by scaling into HP. Yes, Zhongli's main utility is that shield. If you're using him as a support, definitely put something into HP. But he's also a 5-star who scales HP very high anyways. So definitely you don't have to. I think you could build him geo damage, attack damage, that kind of stuff. And he'd be about as useful as if you threw everything into HP. I don't have him to test the numbers, so I could be massively wrong. Maybe you have him? Let me know in the comment section down below. I think building him without the regards to his HP is more the way to go. And then you take the 33% of his HP as a bonus damage increase when you get there. Anyways, let me know what you think about that in the section down below. What do you think about character talent level scaling? Do you think some people are misinterpreting it? Maybe they're focusing too much on a stat that doesn't really do a lot for them, and they should focus more on stats that actually help them. Because in my opinion, I think people are leaving some characters on the floor that they think are trash because they aren't building them right. I know a lot of people like to build HP on Beto because her shield goes up with her HP, and the amount of damage she can counter goes up with her HP. I do not build a lick of HP on my Beto, and I have no problem going through Spiral Abyss or anything with her. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Peace.